Hey guys, what's up here in the live game commentary? Today we're playing Lee Sin jungle. Lee Sin. Now, for those of you who are kind of new to my channel, you might not know this, but Lee Sin's probably my favourite champion to play in the jungle. Made him since Season 2, he's a lot of fun to play, and I thought I'd do a Lee Sin game today because I've been practicing him a lot on stream, twitch.tv/Foxdrop, link in the description if you want to watch more plays, and I've been practicing him a lot on stream. I got kind of good with him. I've just really been enjoying him a lot more. And in Season 6, pre-Season 6 as this is, he's one of the best junglers around. I would say he's probably like top 5, definitely top 10, if you're good with him. Which is probably the best he's been in a little while, I would argue. I don't know, I just think he's really solid and he's a lot of fun to play, so let's play some Lee Sin. The first video I did with him when the pre-season just launched is a little outdated because things have changed since then. And yeah, if you remember back then I mentioned that you know, I went like 0-18, what was it, like 18-0-12 or something, and played like a summon spell cooldown reduction build, that kind of thing, like a playmaking build. Things have kind of changed a little bit since then. That is a viable way to play him still, but right now, this game I'm 12-18-0, you can go 0-18-12, but getting Thunderlord's Decree as your keystone mastery is really, really good on Lee Sin, and also runes, 80 rays, 80 quints, armillos, and just whatever blues you want to run. That's, you know, that sorts you out fine. So we're going to start at the Klugs here. We're starting here because this is the side where we're going to get the most help from our bot lane. And you'll notice as well, guys, you probably already noticed this, but I've got my webcam on for this game. I haven't really done a lot of webcam commentaries up until this point, but with 2016 rolling out, I kind of wanted to make a point of doing more of those. So you're probably going to be seeing my ugly mug a bit more. Hopefully you're all good with that, and you're all okay seeing that. But yeah, so we're just clearing the red buff here as well. This is a pretty standard clear, honestly, right now. You start at one bot side jungle, one bot side camp, sorry, of the jungle, get help from your bot lane, and then go ahead and take the buff, and then either go kill another buff or go kill this camp here. And you know, depending whether you want to do stuff top side or bottom side. I'm actually going to try and look to do stuff bot side this game, so we're going to go kill these chickens here instead. Now on Lee Sin, what you want to do in your very early clears, like your first 2 levels, you're going to want to use an ability, 2 auto attacks, then use another ability again. The reason why you want to do it like that is because you want to space out your autos to get the most use out of your passive, which increases your attack speed and gives you energy regeneration, just to make your clearing a little bit smoother. Now we're going to try and look to go mid lane here, because this looks like the lane which is probably going to be the most things going down. It's pushing out a little bit further here, so here we go. Dana doesn't really have any innate gap closer, so this should be somewhat of an easy gank. She's exhausted me. Gonna wait for the exhaust to run out before I use my second form, my Q. Gonna ward hop out, but I'm donezo anyway. But we got first blood, so it's absolutely worth it. That was a little bit of a sloppy play, not gonna lie. There may have been a chance of me surviving that. Not sure. May have been a chance of me surviving that, but still worth it, so I'm happy. Yeah, that was a bit sloppy. Colon P, boys. I actually thought I had her killed with the Q, and then I also accidentally pressed smite instead of pressing flash, but don't tell anyone that. But yeah, it was whatever. Still worth it. So yeah, we're gonna go top side here. No, is he here? Yes, he is. So we don't have our flash, and I don't think this guy's flash either, because I'm pretty sure I saw him use it on the Z. So I'm not quite sure why he... This is a very risky invade, considering. Now we're probably going to... Oh goodness. Now as TP runs out, that guy is indestructible. Invincible is probably a better word to say. As TP is going down, so we can't actually pick him up. No one saw that. Did he just flash over the wall? Why? Why would you do this? You're donezo, boy. Let it happen. Maybe I can get on that. Maybe I can get the cheeky kill here, actually. Ah, what? Okay, I think he's not going to get executed. Excellent. It's going to recall instead. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, so I just want to mention the item I bought here is Tracker's Knife. Now this is something, again, which I mentioned at the beginning of the season. One of the reasons why it made Lee Sin quite strong is because you get Tracker's Knife and you don't have to go for a Sight Stone instead, which means it frees up the inventory slot, and it also means you can make some plays from quite early on. However, some people don't go Tracker's Knife, and I kind of think this is a very preference thing on Lee Sin right now. Some people go Skirmisher Saber into Sight Stone because it gives them more of an early game push. And I totally understand that. No, it's not a bad way to do things. I don't like it personally. I much prefer the tracker's knife, but you can do whatever it is you prefer doing, and kind of just up to you, honestly. But yeah, tracker's knife is the way I like to go, especially when you can pick it up this early. You just start jumping around like a madman from very early on. It does mean you have to keep your warding totem though, instead of getting your what's it called, like, you know, blue trinket or red trinket later on in the game. Now I'm going to put this pink ward down deep, like right here. Put that pink ward down quite early, get that out there. Now I've got no ward hop here, so this play is probably going to be a bit difficult to make, but if Zed goes in... Oh shit. Be careful. Oh, probably did not want to walk back in on that. Alright, so space out autos here. Not sure why Zed is so afraid of the Zac, considering he has no passive, but okay. Zed probably, as soon as Zac jumped in there, I think we should have just turned around and fought that Zac, but so all good. Can we get in here? We do have, oops, we do have our war trinket up, so we might be able to get in. There we go, perfect. Let's get this as well. And you know what? I've got a feeling Zac may be a little cheeky monkey here and do a lazy recall. Maybe not though. I don't think we want to dive her though. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that dive whatsoever. But let's lane tax instead, shall we? Okay. Okay. Someone was feeling it. Wasn't me, but someone was. Well, there we go. Executed Nami, that's fine. That's just, you know, no kills over to the enemy team. Perfect stuff. Alright, that's a bit of miscommunication. This kind of happens in League of Legends, boys. Miscommunication can't be helped. You know, if someone has one idea, you have another idea. Also, something you should think about as well, whenever someone does a play which you disagree with, think about it from their point of view and be like, okay, so why did he want to make that play? Why was he doing that? And even if the play doesn't make much sense to you and you didn't want to make the play, chances are in that person's head it made sense, right? He thought things would be you know, going down a little differently, and more specifically, he would probably imagine that you personally would do things differently as well. So it's not just like, oh, this guy's an idiot. It's more like, actually, this guy had something in mind and it just, you know, didn't pay off that way. So, you know, I always think that if you feel like you're justified in your kind of outrage of the person's play, you know, if you have a strong enough opinion that way, then there's probably a strong opinion from the other way as well. I wanted to smite that red buff, so I left it up for a little while my smite ticked down. And now with my ultimate up, we're going to look to go and do something. I think Zac's on the scuttle crab here, because he ran down into the river but didn't actually cross any wards, so I'm not quite sure where he went actually. Maybe he's doing dragon. Let me just check this. Where is he? What did he do? I don't know what he did. We might be able to get a sneaky little gank going here though. I have no ward hops, but I probably don't need them. Oh wow, I can't believe I hit that. Okay. Genuinely didn't think I would hit that. Nice. Good job. Perfect stuff. Alright, so I actually positioned my Q there to... like, as if... I positioned it as if Diana would react to to me being there, would walk backwards, which she kind of did, but she reacted a lot slower than I thought she would, so I actually didn't... you know, I thought I put it too far back, but ended up being okay, so there you go, there's that. Alright, let's go ahead and just finish our War Enchant. Always get War Enchant Lee Sin. Cinderhulk is the only other one you might be able to get, but I would never recommend that, because if you're going to be picking a champion and just going tanky like from the get-go, probably don't want to do it on Lee Sin. You probably don't want to pick Lee Sin to do that. You may as well be playing a different champion, you know, it's not ideal in any way, shape or form. Let's take this blue buff here. Now we could give this over to LeBlanc. We could give it over to Zed. Let me get this one. But I want to take it because I'm greedy and I didn't get the first one. Now, people underestimate blue buff on energy champions. It's actually really, really good in energy champions. We definitely could give it over to Zed. So not going to hate on him for asking for it. But let's see if I can get something going here. So we're going to queue to the minion. Okay, no we're not. We wanted to queue to the minion, but we threw our Q at the minion and it died because LeBlanc also W'd it. So that's kind of awkward. But yeah, so whatever, easy peasy. I haven't had to use my ult yet, which is kind of nice. It means that I can just keep the play going, keep doing something. And I kind of want to reposition this pink ward because I don't know. That pink ward isn't a bad spot at all, but I really like getting a pink ward down here. I just think this is like a really nice position for a pink ward. Let's put some wards down. I could kick her out. I could make a really... This is a bit of a risky play. When Zed's ult's up, I think we'll go for it though. The Blanca's coming down as well. Oh shit. I'm going in, boys. Gonna kick him into Z. I'm gonna smite the minion, but I'm an idiot because there were 2 minions there, so my Q didn't even do anything. I tried to smite the minion so I could like smite Q. Smite Q would obviously mean that I could Q and not get it blocked by a minion, but there were actually 2 minions there, and I didn't realize that. I thought there was only 1, so that was my bad. But you know, the thought was there, as my mum always says, it's the thought that counts. So there we go. I haven't put a lot of focus onto the Scuttle Crabs this game though, because I've been trying to be a bit more aggressive. I think when you're playing Lee Sin, you do want to focus on the aggression. If you're not being aggressive on Lee Sin, you're kind of wasting his potential. I'm not going to kill this guy, but I am just going to harass him, put some damage down. A bit of an underrated aspect of jungling is just doing damage to people. Not killing them, not necessarily even blowing summoners, but just doing damage to them. People just don't appreciate that. They just think that... I'll take that. They just think that, you know, oh, if I can't get, if I can't blow a summoner here, or if I don't think I'm going to be able to get the kill, I don't think I'm going to get his flash, that they just ignore the play. Not really a good idea, honestly. What you should be doing is just applying pressure. That you don't have to blow summoner to apply pressure. You know, that's not a requirement. You can just do damage, and by doing damage to someone, if it's a laner, then you can just alleviate a lot of pressure from your own lane. So therefore, it makes your allies' lane phase a lot easier. And if it's a jungler, then you pretty much just take them off of the map for, I don't know, however long. You know, it depends how low you get them, I guess. But you basically reduce the pressure that the enemy jungler can do as well. So it's really nice just to do damage to people, just to be aggressive. You know, I find that personally when I'm like on tilt, when I'm not playing very well, is I'm not as aggressive because I'm just, I overthink it. I'm like, okay, am I going to be able to get anything done here? Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a summoner. Probably not going to be worth me going here, which actually is not, not a good way to think about it. Now I'll get this, actually I'll get the Scuttle Crab now, it's only level 2, and I'm going to go mid, so I've got my ult up again. Could go top as well, but we'll just go mid first. Don't know why Diana's walking that way though. Has she got something in mind, or is she going to clear the chickens? What's she going to go do? No? Okay. What is she doing? Are they swapping top and mid?
Quiet steps.
That's interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, I do have a ward. So this is the classic Insec play, where you Q to someone and then you put a ward behind them, and you jump to the ward and kick them out. If you guys watch my 6-step Lee Sin guide, it talks about the 6 things you got to practice when you're playing as Lee Sin in order to really improve on him. It's not an in-depth guide by any means, but it is something that will teach you what you need to know in order to get better at Lee Sin, what you should practice on really, what you should work on. And one thing it says is ward hopping is one of the most important things. You really got to get your ward hopping down when you're playing Lee Sin. Smart cast those wards, and just make his gap closing, his warding, very ward hopping very smooth. That's a huge difference if you can get that down. Like you saw when the first blood play on Diana, my ward hopping was it wasn't great, and I died. I could have survived that obviously, but it wasn't very good, and therefore I died. But if you have smooth ward hopping, it sets up all the other plays you want to make on Lee Sin. So yeah, so just talk about the items I picked up here. I've gone for a Hex Drinker. More Mortius is a pretty strong item right now. Hex Drinker is always decent on Lee Sin because it allows you to keep up the pace with some damage items, but also to be kind of tanky as well. So especially against magic damage. Well, not especially, just only against magic damage. And the enemy team, Taric, Zac, Diana, Bard, a lot of magic damage coming down. A lot of use I'm going to get out of building this Hex Drinker. So I'm going to go for this Hex Drinker to keep the pressure up, so I can keep having damage, but also keep, not just be really squishy. Because the thing is, later the game goes on, the squishier on Lee Sin, the harder it is to play him, and the less useful you'll be in team fights specifically. Now you can play full damage Lee Sin, that's fine. It's just not really ideal on him, I would say. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna need to jump to this Nami here to get out. Oh, I'm just gonna get stunned up like a mofo. I'm actually alive. Okay, I probably should have kicked before I jumped actually. She's gonna jump to me, isn't she? I think I can still do something here. If I had my kick, I could definitely do something. We've got a team coming down as well, so I'm gonna stay around. Even though I'm not very healthy, I can still be useful. I think. I'm just gonna look for my usefulness. You know what? I'm gonna bait this Tristana into me. I'm recalling on. I'm recalling on the bloody chicken, not chicken, scuttle crab thing. All right, let's see if I can do this. Okay. Well, no one saw that, and it's probably for the best that I'm bad at this game, because that definitely would have got me killed without even probably getting him. So there you go. Let's just get out of here, shall we? So I also picked up this ruby crystal, which I'm probably just going to build into a... Oh shit, probably just going to build into a dead man's plate, but I could go for black cleaver if I wanted to. I don't really want to this game though, so I'm just going to build it into a dead man's plate. I'm going to save my gold here, because I'm not really sure what I want to buy. Excuse me, my voice. I'm not really sure what I want to buy. If I wanted to, if I knew 100% like, you know, what it was I wanted, I could, you know, just, you know, buy some items, but I'm not sure what I want, honestly, so I can't, it's not that easy for me. I could complete my hex drinker. I might do that. I could go for merchants, I could go for ninja tabby, I could go for CDR boots, you know, I could do a lot of different things right now, and I'm just not sure. So I'm just not going to spend the money, you know. If I'm not 100% sure, I just won't spend it. That's fine. So the question is really whether I rush Dead Man's Plate, whether I go more Mortius, and what... those are the right now, the questions I have. What boots am I going to go, and whether I'm going to go more Mortius, or whether I'm going to go whatever the bloody hell that item is called, Dead Man's Plate. It's a shame we were fighting on a slope here, because I couldn't actually see where that Bard ult was. And I don't know how strong a Taric is in general. Like Taric top, not something you see very often. Nice. And the cool thing as well on Lee Sin is that his E is actually magic damage, which is nice because it means against people like Taric, and if you max E second, you do a lot of extra damage to these guys. And I'm sure there are some people wondering as well why you max E or why you max W, or second that is. Obviously always max your Q first, but whatever you max second is totally preference. I think in general you're probably more, overall you're more useful if you max your W second, because you have a larger shield and so does the person you shield, the person you target. But if you just want more damage, my voice is totally going, I'm sorry about that. If you just want more damage, I would just suggest getting your E. Name. Ah. Nice. Oh, spooky ghost, boys. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed here. I need to jump to you, Nami. Let me jump to you. Okay, we're good. My kick's up in 5 seconds. I could have gone on that, but yeah, I was going to say, I think Taric might do something cheeky here. Now, my kick is up. I'm looking at Zac. Zac doesn't actually have any armor yet, so we can probably make this play. Zac will come. I'm looking at the minimap. There's Zac is about to jump over, so I'm going to ward hop away. That was a really bad ward hop. Fuck. I can try and kick Taric into Bard here. I don't know how much damage this guy has. I think he's Taric. He can't have that much, right? I'm kick him back away from me into the loving arms of the dead. There he is. Alright, so my ward hop here was pretty terrible. It was a good idea, but it was a pretty terrible execution, honestly. Alright, so let's finish the more Mortius, because I think, honestly, we're not going to find anything worth, like, being afraid of this game. Like, that isn't magic damage. At least not at this stage. We might go Ninja Tabby just so it takes the edge off Tristana a little bit, but then again, Dead Man's Plate will do that for us as well, so, not sure. I would say, like, if in doubt, I would say that Ninja Tabby is always at least somewhat useful, because armor in general is just good for tower diving. It's good so you don't take a lot of damage from the jungle, and you'll always be against an AD carry, right? So Ninja Tabby is always at least somewhat useful. But I also think what I really like about the jungle right now, or just in preseason in general, I think right now, is a lot of it is preference, right? There's a lot of different stuff which comes down to preference. Now, it's not 100% like that, because you've got the situation with Keystone Masteries, which are all just Thunderlords right now. There is no preference when it comes to your Keystones. Ooh, hello, because it's just Thunderlords, right? But whoops, no one saw that. Lag, can you hear me? Hello. So we're gonna move our pink ward now because this one up here died. Am I donezo? No. Fantastic. Almost, but not quite. And that's probably why we want some armor in this game, because that Tristana got on us and did a lot of damage to us and almost killed us really, really quickly. So I wasn't really expecting that damage from Tristana, so I was a little bit afraid. I haven't put any focus on Dragon this game either. My objective control has been quite poor this game. I kind of tend to find that when I'm doing commentaries in general, because it's hard for me to really talk about what I'm doing and also think about the game too deeply. I tend to just like, I obviously play poorly when I'm doing commentaries, and yeah, so you know, kind of take everything with a pinch of salt, but still, yeah. So you'll find my objective control is often not quite where it should be. So you know, if you're raging at me for like, oh, you could have taken Dragon here, chances are I probably could have taken Dragon there, or maybe I should be prioritizing things more, like, you know, what's it called? The wrist scuttler is something I don't really prioritize that much, but I probably should prioritize it a little bit more. So if you do find opportunities to take the wrist scuttler, you should probably go for it. Nice. How's that shutdown? She's 4 and 7. So we're gonna kick flash him here. But I'm waiting. I wanted to wait for him to charge his channel his E before I did that. Oh my goodness, Zed, you're insane. Alright, well he's dead, so that works. Yeah, so you want to, if someone's ever got one of those like charged gap closers, via Q for example, or Zac E, then you want to wait for them to use to like channel up their gap closer before you use your CC on them. Else, like if I kick flash him in that situation, then he can just like, then he'll charge up his jump and just jump away, you know, so it's not good. Lee, make a block about you. What does that even mean? Englando, hello? If he's gonna trash talk me, he should at least do it in a way I can understand, you know? How am I know what he's saying? Okay, we'll just smite that. We'll smite the cannon and screw it. But yeah, so you save your CC for when someone's using their gap closer like that. Now my smite, not my smite, sorry, my kick is almost up again, so I can maybe I can get Tristana actually. I don't know if that saw me. I don't know if that saw me. Oh, Diana's here as well. Fuck, and so is Bard. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, my golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. I fucking hate Spooky Ghosts, man. Spooky Ghosts last for way too long. Look at it. This slow is insane. The Spooky Ghosts themselves last ages. I'm so dead. I am not dead yet. I'm so dead. But I saved the nut. Oh my goodness, I'm actually alive for now. Oh my goodness, one more hit. One more hit and we had him. Oh my goodness, just get out of here, please. I don't want to die. You know what, I should probably just run. Tristana's going to get a reset off that, ain't she? There she is, boys. Nice. Alright, we Gucci. That was quite sweet, actually. I ended up... Firstly, I wanted to save Nami, and then Nami saved me as well. That was quite sweet. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm bad. I'm very bad. They knew we were there. Fuck. I thought I could get the... damn. They had that warded. Okay, that was my bad. I wanted to try and get, like, a really smooth play there, but... I didn't realise they had that warded, so they could react to that a bit too fast. Okay, so we're gonna get the Dead Man's Plate there, and then I don't know whether we'll go Mertreads or yeah. See, I just don't think there's like a flat out like okay, this is better this game build. You know, I might just go for the CDR boots. I don't. Mertreads are kind of bad. They got nerfed. It's only 20% now, right? Yeah. It's still kind of useful, but. You know what? I'm gonna go CDR boots. I'm just gonna go CDR boots. Just screw it, whatever. CDR boots. And then I don't know what I'm gonna get next. So if I'm ever unsure about my next purchase, I usually just buy a Ruby Crystal because there are a lot of things that build out Ruby Crystal that you might want. Whether that's more CDR like a Banshee's Veil, whether that's you know like more armor, so Dead Man's Plate, Randuin's, whether that's like a more damage item like Black Cleaver can be a pretty good pickup as well this game. So if I want Black Cleaver, that's gonna build out a Ruby Crystal as well. It's generally speaking, it's a good placeholder item. So I'm probably thinking about Banshees this game, honestly, because again, Zac, Taric, Diana, Even Bard does a lot of magic damage, and then when you consider the fact that everyone on their team apart from Zac has a Thunderlords, which is even more magic damage you've got to worry about. Yeah, it's something. Oh, excuse me, it's something to think about. You know, the fact that Thunderlords is in the game. So I'm just gonna smite whenever you're getting into late game as well. You should try and smite the chickens whenever possible, because chicken smite bonus is really strong, and it allows you to just spot out plays really. Now they've seen Tarek's seen us come this way because of the minions. But sillily, is that even a word? Sillily enough, he's recoiling out in the open. So we know he's there. I haven't really mentioned why I bought Dead Man's Plate. I did mention I was going to buy it, but I didn't mention why. I guess I should go into more detail there as well. Dead Man's Plate's a really nice item on Lee Sin because it's kind of like a Mobi Boots in a tank item, because you basically build up movement as you walk around, and then it also just empowers like your next hit on someone. So it's just really I saw you there, Dan. The only thing I didn't see. So yeah, it's just solid, really. It's solid overall for Lee Sin, and the stats are really nice. It's quite gold efficient just for its stats as well, so it's pretty solid. Should we try something cheeky down here? Oh my goodness. Alright, can I kick Zac into Bard is the question. Yes. Oh my goodness, he did it. I'm just going to flash out of this because I'm probably in trouble. Do a quick ward hop. Can't juke the punch because, well, yeah, that sucks. I really want to turn on Zac, but I don't want Tarek to turn on me. Ultra Silence here as well, okay. No, Tristana. Oh, Nami, I love you. You're so cute. Always uses that thing on me. Always uses her bloody chalice thing on me, whatever it's called. Michael's. Gonna save my Q for her gap closer. She didn't actually even get it off that time, but yeah. Let's just shield our allies so we get an assist, but we don't actually want to take the kill. I literally have no idea how I got that kill. I didn't even hit him. I just shielded. Like, I didn't hit. I honestly could not have not taken that kill any harder. Like, I genuinely couldn't have tried harder to not get that kill, and somehow I still got it. I don't know how that happened. I do not know how that happened. Unless, like, I don't know how it happened, honestly. I don't know. Alright, so we saw Zac on the waiting on the wings there, so we're just going to go ahead and kick LeBlanc away. Not LeBlanc, sorry, Diana. Make someone else do all the hard work. Alright, so now we should push up mid altogether. We can either do Baron. Whenever you get a couple of kills, you should probably look to do objectives, Baron, pushing, whatever it is. Like I say, my objective, control, I guess you could say, when I'm doing commentaries is absolutely god awful, so don't expect much from that. But you know, in theory, in general, you should probably look to, you know, take Baron to push out a game or push down towers, that kind of thing. Alright, let's I don't think we can end here. I mean, all 5 of them are dead, so we can try and just get some damage on the Nexus towers here. We do have 4 people alive. Diana's just come up. I don't think we can end, but get her. Nice. Alright, now we should be careful. Bard's up. Zac will be up soon as well. Alright, we can go do dragon here. Now, there's a risk right here if we overstay too hard right now, and like, you know, farm up or get dragon or something. There is a risk that the enemy team can just rush down Baron. So honestly, I think, you know, the higher reload you are, the higher that risk is. The enemy team recognizes, okay, this is a time we can go to dragon. But I think right now we should be safe. I don't know, we should be okay, but they could do that. So I'm just going to type Care Nash. You know, if we get burnt for this, we get burnt for it. You know, it's, I'll raise my hand and say, alright, but doesn't look like they're going for it, so we're good. So I'm finished off my Banshees here. Good, you know, good MR item. I really like going, I prefer Banshees than Spirit Visage on Lee Sin, because I just think the shield is really useful. Getting CC'd is really annoying. Like, it can just really you need good fluid motion when you're trying to do your your combos on Lee Sin, and it's really difficult to have that when you get CC'd and stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get this geezer here. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna Q over to Zac and then put a ward behind him. No one saw that. Put a ward behind him and then kick out Bard. Now that's a pretty good strategy to do on when you're team fighting in general. I'm just going to display this really quick. Is if say I wanted to hit this mini chicken here, but you know this big tank chicken's in the way. So this is the AD carry, this little chicken here, and this is the tank. You know the front line. Oftentimes it's really hard to land a Q on this guy and like insec him out, because especially when you land that Q, the enemy team, the guy's gonna, oh shit, I'm in trouble, and he's gonna walk away. So what you do is you land the Q on the other guy and then you jump behind the chicken. So you just like land the Q and then do that, and then you get to the AD carry and you kick him out. And that does require a little bit of, you know, practice, obviously, as all these things do, as all these Sin combos take practice. But a good way for, just a good way to nail down your like out-secking and out whatever, like a good way to get the AD carry, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is to use the his teammates as ladders, as bridges, I guess. Alright, let's get out of here. So I'm gonna go for another damage item as my last item. I don't know whether I need to go Black Cleaver. Probably might be a good idea actually. They have a lot of armor. I could go Sterex actually. Sterex might be a better idea. Sterex is a good tank item, and we don't have any tank on the team. Like, Sterex is a really good hybrid item, hybrid tank DPS item. And it's decent as well if you've gone Triforce. If you're someone who's gone Triforce and then you go Sterex as well, it's usually a pretty good mid-game build. Because Sterex also increases the damage of your Sheen, because it increases your base damage, which is what Sheen works off of, so Triforce works off of. And yeah, it's just, you know, you're pretty tanky. Is this actually happening? You're pretty tanky enough. Is Ed actually going to end the game like this? Alright. A valiant attempt, soldier. And I really fed LeBlanc, just barely took out the 2 and 10 Tarek. Oh my goodness, I wanted to kick flash that guy. That would have been quite sexy. So I want to try and display what I was talking about earlier, about hitting a tanky target and then getting the squishy. Or sometimes, you know, hitting something that isn't squishy and then using that as a gap closer to get the squishy. For goodness sake. Okay, well, that's not a great example. This won't be one either, because Bard isn't the squishy. Get away from your portal, my friend. That's a shame. The first shame, the minion was on like 2 health. The second shame, that LeBlanc also like 1 shot. The bloody AD carry. I will say the GG's, boys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe for more educational content with a bit of entertaining stuff on the side as well. Feel free to let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below as well. But most importantly, guys, thanks a lot for watching. As always, have a wonderful day. Or sorry, I can't say wonderful day. That's G-basing. Have a great day. Yes, have a great day. And I will see you in my next video.